Over the couple of days, it seems more and more likely that we're headed to a future where we need a significant change in economics to account for the mass deployment of AI into the labor market, which will massively impact the amount of jobs that are available for the tech people, and especially for the tech people because they will be the most impacted by this. Looking into 2024, we saw about 150,000 employees layoffs over massive companies, 525 companies to be total, in just 1 year. It was all due to AI and especially tech, where that led to automations in different fields, and there were mass deployment of smart systems in the labor market. And doing the research for this video, I thought to maybe ask a question to grok deep research about mass layoffs or impact by AI in the labor market. I saw 27% by the Washington Post, 27% decrease in jobs in last 2 years, especially programming jobs. So it has been, and there's a lot of speculations that we'll see even more job losses, as in the recent days we saw Anthropic CEO saying,
hard to estimate, exactly what the impact would be, and there's always this question of adaptation, and these technology changes have happened before. But I think what is striking to me about this AI boom is that it's bigger and it's broader and it's moving faster than anything has before. And so, compared to previous technology changes, I'm a little bit more worried about the labor impact simply because it's happening so fast that yes, people will adapt, but they may not adapt fast enough, and so there may be an adjustment period.
and seems to be just the beginning. As Anthropic CEO puts it, about 20% unemployment in the next 1 to 5 years, which is actually significantly higher than standard unemployment. And the last time the highest unemployment was in 2020 during the COVID year pandemic. It was about 14 percent, where we actually had to reform the government and the economics, where we had to help out the people that were impacted by the global pandemic, and we had to uh, give out stimulus checks to really help out the people financially. It was one of the biggest crises with 14% unemployment, and now we're looking even more.
Definition of work changes. The someone that lived thousands of years ago that was trying to be like a subsistence farmer probably would look at what you and I do now and say that's not really work. They're just having fun.
So we're having to think about this deeply and how we can work this out. And over on X and YouTube, Dave Shapiro, which is a pretty good guy, I follow him. I think you should guys follow him about this, where he's trying to develop a theory or a we have a completely different way of earning money, and like basically dividends, where you invest, or a investment based future, and not a labor one, and rather than you getting paid by work, you get it by investment. And this is a development theory, so this will lead us to different ideas, which will ultimately be our next economic system.